Those of you who know me are familiar with the fact that I'm pretty persnickety about cast-ons and almost never care about bind-offs. However, I found a new one, well, invented a new one because I made a mistake, and I want to show it to you. I call it a double chain cast-off because it creates a double chain. Let's start by knitting one. After you've knit one, bring the yarn forward and then over the needle. It's very important that you make your yarn over in this position. Then knit one. Now take your left needle and take both stitches, the yarn over you've created and the stitch you've knit, and pass them over. It's a little hard to do with this bulky yarn. And do the same thing. Bring the yarn forward and over the needle to the back. My next stitch is a purl because I've been doing 2x2 ribbing, so I'm going to purl this stitch just as I normally would. And again, now pick up with the left needle the two stitches, the yarn over in the previous stitch, and cast them over. Yarn forward again, over the needle from the front to the back, bringing it forward again, then to purl, making my purl stitch, and passing both stitches over. The next stitch is a rib because this is some 2x2 ribbing. And again, yarn to the front, to the back, leave it in the back, pull both stitches over, make the yarn over, pull both stitches over, bring it forward with the yarn over from the front to the back, then bringing the yarn forward again if you're going to purl, because it does work in both knit and purl. And when binding off, I like to bind off in whatever I've been working with. Front, yarn to front to back, front again to purl, create our purl stitch, create our bind off, and we'll just do a few more knit stitches because we have them on the row, and it will go faster, and then we'll have a full collection of stitches. Oops! Yeah, that sometimes happens. That's one of the problems I've had when I'm working it, is if I'm not careful, I undo it. So, bind off, yarn over, knit one, both of them over the last stitch, yarn over, bind off, both the yarn over and the stitch pulled over, yarn over from front to back, knit the stitch, pass them both. What happens now is, you can see from the front of the work we have a chain which is going that way, and at the top of the work we have a chain that's going that way. So we have a double chain, one on the front, one on the back. And it really doesn't matter whether you've knit or purled, the chain continues in the same direction because the yarn overs are all in the same direction. It's a slightly open cast off, and it's a fairly stretchy cast off because the yarn over provides extra ease. So there's my new cast off that I think is just absolutely beautiful. It's stretchy. Well, that's a really great thing for cast offs, and it's very attractive. I used this recently on a sock, and I'm thrilled with how it looks and how it works. So there's Helen's double chain bind off. I hope you'll try it on your next project, and I hope you find it's for you, it works just as well as it does for me. Bye bye.